Hi, a very impromptu video about something that I think may help people when they need it. So, I'm going to show you how to package a 27-inch monitor as cheap as you possibly can. First, it starts with this box right here. This is a moving box that you can get from Walmart that is 27 inches by 15 by 17, and it is $2.26. You get that? Once you do, cut it right in half right here. Once you cut it in half, what you're going to do is leave one half of it alone so that it acts as the lid when you slide it all on top of each other. For the other side where you're putting all your stuff in, you're going to want to cut it out like this. I'm going to record the diagram. Alright, so this is going to be one half of your box. What you're going to do is measure out 1 inch from this side right here and then draw a line to the fold part for all of these parts right here. What you're going to do is cut off these parts of the box. And your box should look like this. And what you're going to do next is flip it over to the back and mark out a 1/2 inch on these sides right here. And what you're going to do is mark it to this point right here where the box forms a corner. Do this for all the sides. Now, when you fold the box together, you're going to end up with a side that kind of looks like this. This is an exaggerated example so that you can see the shape of it. This is kind of like a bar of gold, an ingot. And the reason why you want this shape for one side is because the other side will look like this. All of the corners are straight. They're pointing 90 degrees up. And if you fit this over this shape, it's going to fit perfectly and not get stuck. Because if you have two sides that are shaped just like this, you're never going to fit the boxes together. And so that is one of the boxes. Now you may be wondering, one of the boxes? Yep, you're going to go back to Walmart and buy 4 more boxes. What are the sizes for those boxes? 6 inches by 6 inches by 6 inches. What you're going to use those boxes for are to protect the corner of your monitor when you ship them inside of the box. Now you may be asking, protect them how? Because they are solid boxes. How are they going to protect a monitor's corner? Well, what you're going to do with the boxes is grab a craft knife or a box knife and then cut out this kind of hole inside of your box so that you can slide the box over the corner of your monitor. Okay, so here's how to cut them out because they make them flat like this. So what you're going to do for all 4 of the boxes is measure out from this fold corner right here 2.5 inches, like probably around there, and then an extra inch on top of that. Then you measure the same 2.5 inches on this fold corner right here, there and there. Then you're going to line up your ruler against these 2 lines and measure out an inch from here and draw out the lines. What you're going to do with your craft knife or box knife is cut out right here and here until you reach the other side. And with this right here, you don't cut through it all the way. You're going to cut through the cardboard surface here and on the other side. And then you start expanding the box, pushing in this little piece right here that you cut out, which is how you achieve that shape, and then you shove it onto each 4 of the corners. Now what you're going to want to do with the flaps on those 4 boxes is fold them all together, but don't entirely tape them together. Because with the flaps, they become kind of springy. But you're allowed to tape them up if you want to. Once you have the small boxes on the 4 corners of your monitor, you're going to shove it into the box. Now with those 4 boxes out of the way, at Walmart they're around 98 cents each. So that's like $4. You might be wondering what to do with all that empty space that's inside of the box, front, back, and on the sides. And you may be a little tempted to go out to Home Depot or some other place to get some bubble wrap or even packing peanuts, which was what I was going to do. But I found out a solution that's even cheaper than packing peanuts or bubble wrap, and it may even be inside of your house right now. What you're going to do is get sandwich bags. Sandwich bags, why? Because you can inflate these and turn them into makeshift airbags. And it's quick and easy to do. What you're going to do is find the side, pull this open right here on one side, hold it with your finger like that, hold it up to your mouth, blow it up, close it instantly, and there you go, you have an airbag. Quick tip, when you're blowing into this side, keep blowing to keep air moving in as you're closing it so that it's always stiff. And sandwich bags are extremely cheap for a bunch of them. I paid $1.98 for this entire box. Now what you're going to do is fill every single square inch with those sandwich airbags. You may need to take the monitor out of the box so that you can put some underneath. But yeah, you're done. Once you have it all packaged, you're going to take that other half that's just square and then shove it on top. It may be a tight fit, so you're going to need a lot of tape. So yeah, that's how you pack a 27-inch monitor for as cheap as possible. I hope this tutorial helped at least somebody. Alright, goodbye.